Most men today are weak. They scroll endlessly, chasing cheap dopamine. They complain about their lives but never change them. They let their emotions run the show and then wonder why they feel powerless. But here's the truth. The world will not wait for you to get your life together. And if you stay weak, the world will eat you alive. The Stoics knew this thousands of years ago, and that's why they lived by laws, brutal, unbreakable laws that made them strong, calm, and unshakable. These are 8 Stoic laws that will rewire your mind if you're willing to live by them. Law number 1, control yourself or be controlled. If you can't control your emotions, someone else will. The man who can push your buttons owns you. The man who can make you angry, make you jealous, or make you desperate already has power over you. A Stoic man is different. He doesn't explode. He doesn't beg. He doesn't lose control. He stays calm, and because of that, he always wins. If you can master your mind, no one can master you. But that's just the first step, because once you learn self-control, you start to see the real enemy, comfort. Law number 2, comfort is poison. Comfort destroys men faster than pain ever could. It feels good in the moment, but it steals your strength slowly. Every time you hit snooze, every time you skip the hard work, every time you settle, you get weaker. And the scary part? You don't notice it until it's too late. A Stoic man chooses the hard path. Cold showers, early mornings, work when it's uncomfortable. Not because it's fun, but because pain sharpens him while comfort rots him. But pain isn't the enemy. Pain is the thing most men run from without realizing it's the greatest teacher. Law number 3, pain is the teacher. Look back at your life. What moments shaped you the most? Was it the easy days or the hard ones? The heartbreak, the failure, the rejection, the loss. Those are the moments that cut deep, but they also built you. The weak run from pain. They numb themselves with distractions. They try to avoid discomfort. And because of that, they never grow. The Stoic man doesn't just take pain. He studies it. He learns from it. He lets it carve wisdom into his soul. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your mentor. But here's the thing. Pain is only useful if you protect the one resource you'll never get back. Law number 4. Time is your currency. Time is the most valuable thing you own, and most men spend it like it's nothing. They waste it scrolling, gossiping, chasing meaningless things. But every second you waste is stolen from your future self. Once it's gone forever. The Stoics said, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. If you lived as if today was your last day, how much time would you waste? Guard your time like your life depends on it, because it does. But even if you guard your time, you still need proof. And proof doesn't come from words, it comes from action. Law number 5, actions over words. Talk is cheap. Anyone can say they'll change, anyone can post quotes online, but words don't build muscle. Words don't build wealth. Words don't build respect. Actions do. You don't need to announce who you are. You don't need to convince people. You just need to live it. A Stoic man lets his actions speak louder than his words, because silence with results is louder than noise without them. But results don't come from hype or motivation. They come from something stronger, something permanent. Law number 6, discipline over feelings. Motivation is fragile. It disappears the moment life gets tough. But discipline? Discipline doesn't care how you feel. A disciplined man shows up on the days he's tired, the days he's unmotivated, the days he wants to quit. He does what needs to be done, whether he feels like it or not. That's why Stoics always win. Because discipline always beats feelings. But even discipline has limits if you waste it fighting battles you can't control. Law number 7, control what you can. Let go of what you can't. Most men suffer because they fight battles they'll never win. They try to control women. They try to control luck. They try to control what people think of them. The Stoic man doesn't waste his energy. He focuses only on what he can control. His effort, his choices, his attitude. That's enough to change everything. Focus on what's yours and let go of the rest. And finally, the last law. The law that makes you fearless. The law that makes you live fully. Law number 8, remember death. You will die. Maybe in 50 years, maybe tomorrow. Most men are afraid of this truth, so they ignore it. But the Stoics embraced it. Memento mori, remember death. Not to scare yourself, but to free yourself. When you know your time is limited, you stop wasting it. You stop fearing rejection, failure, and loss, because you realize none of it matters in the end. That's how you live fully. That's how you become fearless. If these laws hit you, don't just click away. Subscribe. Stay here. This is where men sharpen their mind and become unshakable. Life is brutal. The world is harsh. But you were not made to be average. You were made to be strong. You were made to lead. You were made to live like a Stoic, calm, disciplined, unstoppable. Be that man.